right, guys, it is day 37 of Savor at Home, and tonight I actually hosted a virtual blind tasting with a wonderful group of people. So tonight I'm going to taste one of the whiskeys that we did during the tasting. We are going to be tasting Spice Tree Extravaganza. This is a limited edition bottling from Compass Box, the independent bottler slash whiskey makers. Now it is a blended malt Scotch whiskey. So it's made of a bunch of different single malts that are blended in, hence blended malt. Now, you've heard me talk about Compass Box before. They are very open with exactly what goes into their bottles, which I really like about them. And for Spice Tree Extravaganza, this was actually released 10 years after they had to discontinue making their spice tree expression. Now with that, what they were doing was they were really trying to bring out spicy notes that come from French oak. So they were taking a blend of Highland and Speyside malts, maturing them in ex-Bourbon barrels, and then tossing in French oak staves inside the barrels. But Scotland did not approve of this, having any barrel inserts or any wooden inserts in the barrels is kind of a no-no for Scotch. So they had to discontinue this, and in 2016, they released Spice Tree Extravaganza. They released a little over 12,000 bottles for this limited edition. And what they did is they worked with coopers to create these hybrid barrels where they were still ex-Bourbon barrels, but now had new toasted French oak heads on them. They are of varying toast levels, light to dark, light, medium toast, and heavy toast. And this brings out different flavors from the French oak. So still they're using a blend of mostly Highland malt, but also some Speyside as well. So you're getting a lot of fruitiness that's coming from the Highland and Speyside scotches. And then they mature some of it in old sherry butt or ex-sherry casks, sherry butts. And this gives you a lot of dried fruit flavors that come through. Then they use the hybrid barrels to bring out a lot of the spiciness. Anyways, it's one of my favorites. It is 46% ABV, and I think the bottles are pretty readily available. Wow, readily available. You should be able to pick them up for around $140 a pop. But anyways, let's dive in, guys. So this is all I have left of that bottle. You can see that it's a nice light caramely color. There's, yeah, a lot of baking spice on the nose, but also a lot of floral perfumey notes. Dried fruits, caramel. Yeah, some honey and vanilla in there. But yeah, there's a good amount of baking spice. It's like a fruit pie of some sort with cinnamon and dried fruits. Yeah, very, very fruity, very spicy. So at 46%, there's a little bit more heat than I'd like. Ooh, mandarin orange right there. Yeah, a little bit more heat than I typically like, but I really like the flavors that this goes through. There is exactly what I was saying. There's a lot of baking spice in here, some chocolatey notes. I picked up some citrus, specifically mandarin orange, so it's nice and sweet. I feel like the floral notes at the very beginning balance out the fruity and sweetness that balances out the spiciness at the end. So it's a really fun palette, I think. But yeah, thanks guys.